Welcome, all my future homeowners out there. If you're looking to buy new construction here in the Austin area, then you've come to the right place. My name is Omar Pineda with eXp Realty, your Austin realtor, and today we are in the city of Georgetown, Texas, looking at Perry Homes in a community called Parkside on the river. Now, this floor plan is 4 beds, 3 baths. It can come anywhere from 1,900 square feet to up to 2,800 square feet, either 1 or 2 stories, and has a 3-car garage. So they have multiple floor plans and different variations depending on what you want. Now, one thing you notice right away about a Perry home is that as soon as you walk to that front door, you can see the back of the house. So you can have that really nice open concept, and they really do that intentionally. And that's and I really like that because I really like that space, open space feel. Now, one thing that I learned about Perry homes was their attention to detail. Now, if you look at all the light fixtures, all the light switches, I should say, all the screws are pointing 6 to 12. And that's done so intentionally because they want to make sure that attention to detail, and you could see that. So if you're in a Perry home, see if you can spot that next time, 6 to 12. Now, you'll notice if you go on their website, they do not advertise their incentives, and they do that intentionally. So because they first want you to come in and fall in love with one of their floor plans. Because if you, at the end of the day, yes, you may get a great deal from another builder, but what if you are kind of sacrificing a little bit of what the home features are, or the craftsmanship or the workmanship of the home? See, Perry does it the other way. They want you to first of all sell you on the workmanship and the craftsmanship and the quality of the home, and then they're going to help with the incentives, because they do have incentives. It's just they don't advertise it because it's a very case by case thing. So, but think of it in terms of flex cash. So if you need help buying down that interest rate to help increase your purchasing power to get into a home like this, they will help with that. If you need help paying for closing costs because you don't want to bring that much money to the closing table, we can use some of that money for that too. Or if you want to set aside some cash to help with some of the upgrades because you want maybe some different flooring or different cabinetry, then they could do that as well. Whatever your motivations are and your criteria is, that's what we'll discuss with the sales manager, and that's where they're going to see what they can do, because they are here to help. Right now, because buyer activity is a little bit slower, they are more than willing to help and give as much as they can to buyers so you can close with the Perry home. Now, if you are looking to buy new construction, and especially if you're a first-time home buyer, I want you to get in the mindset of you need to buy when it's off season. Now, that's because that's when the best incentives and that's when the builders are offering the most. Come springtime and summertime, that's when most people come out. That's when the masses come out to go home shopping. And then when builders see all the activity, they start taking away these incentives or start giving just a lot less. So you want to think during the off season, during the winter months, during as we head into fall, that's when things slow down a lot for builders, and that's when these incentives, there's more money to be had. So get in that time frame mindset. Now, a great question I get asked from my buyers is like, how does this area look like in terms of home appreciation? I want to make sure that my money's going to grow in the future. Now, even though we can't predict the future, but we can look at past numbers to kind of help us with that decision and to give us some information. So for this zip code, I looked at the home sales from the median price of a home in 2018, and that was in the low 300s, so 339,000 median price in 2018. Fast forward to 2023, we're looking at a median price of 509,000. So that's an 8.44% year over year home appreciation for this zip code in Georgetown, Texas. Now, one thing I forgot to mention was 2 things that I really, really like about Perry Homes that stood out to me. One is they have a 2-year home warranty, which is a big deal because most builders only have a 1 year. So, and that 2-year covers all the workmanship of the home. Now, let's face it, usually after the first year, nothing's really going to go wrong. It's usually at that 13th month and then beyond is when stuff has a higher probability of breaking down. And that's why most builders don't offer that. But Perry Homes does. They offer a 2-year workmanship warranty. And on top of that, the same construction team that built these homes are the ones doing all the repair work. That's a big deal because some builders, when it comes to all the warranty repair work, they will hire a third party to get that done. So they kind of lose that quality control on the workmanship, the craftsmanship of the home. But Perry Homes stands by their builds. That's why they want to keep control, and that's why they don't hire a third party, and they use the same team that built the homes to do the repair work for the warranty. And that's something that really stood out to me. The second thing was Perry Homes is originally based out of Houston, Texas. And in Houston, they get hurricanes. Here in Austin, we don't get hurricanes, but we do get tornadoes and heavy winds. So the same craftsmanship, the same kind of building practices they build out in Houston, they do here in Austin. So when we do get heavy winds, or God forbid there's a tornado nearby, your house will not shake because it's tested with those hurricane winds in Houston. So the homes won't shake, they're well insulated, and you can feel that. If you look at the testimonials on their website, people are saying just how much they feel like they feel the quality of the home. They feel like they could see the attention to details and what a Perry home looks like, and it's just an overall great experience. Now, what's your next step if you want to tour a Perry model home or any of the ones they have in inventory? It's like let's first schedule a virtual consultation, because that's usually the quickest and fastest way to get some face-to-face time. If you're local to Austin, I'd love to meet face-to-face. That way we can come up with a game plan. We can talk a little bit more about Perry Homes, talk a little bit more about the community to see, hey, is this a really good fit? And then I could share with you some of the incentives that and the possibilities that the sales manager shared with me. Now, it's always nice to have a real estate agent by your side, because at the end of the day, I'm going to look out in your best interests, and it's going to be someone else. It's going to be someone else there to help you walk you through the process, because it's a long process, especially when we're talking about new constructions. There's different phases. We want to make sure we get that third-party inspection done. That way we can correct any errors or anything that we kind of feel a little bit iffy about. That way we have the warranty there just in case, right? And I want you to feel very good about when you move into a new construction build, and not have any type of worry that something's going to break down right away, because we are moving to a brand new home at the end of the day. But stuff can go wrong too. So let's schedule a time to meet, and that way we can move on to the next step. Now, if you like all things new construction, you like looking at the new builds, keeping up with the incentives, seeing what new communities are popping up, because in Austin, there's so much new construction happening, not just on the residential side, but on the commercial side, then subscribe to my channel. I cover all things new construction. I talk about the incentives, and I fly my drone so you can get a good view of all the amenities in these master plan communities. Okay, my name is Omar Pineda, your realtor here in the Austin area with eXp Realty. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.